Hello everyone, Bridget here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through my goals and intentions for 2021. And going into this new year, I have to acknowledge 2020 and what it was. It was hard for everyone. So I'm moving into this new year not putting a lot of pressure on myself and really trying to focus on mindset and just well-being as opposed to things to do. Although, yeah, my my list does have some things to do, but they are all things that I find comfort in and I like to keep myself busy. So yeah, I thought this would be a good motivator for me and kind of hold myself accountable, and also maybe some inspiration for you guys just to, yeah, move into the new year with a kind of different approach than other years, because usually, at least for me, I'm making a whole list of like things I want to do and events and conventions, and yeah, this year not so much. My first intention is to post 2 videos on this channel a week, which would come to around 100 videos in the year. I do acknowledge that this is going to become harder when I move, and I don't know how much I'm going to be uploading in when I move, because I don't know how intense school is going to be, but we shall see. I usually set a subscriber goal each year, but with watching like other people's videos about goal setting, that is kind of an uncontrollable goal for me. And even though I'm so incredibly grateful for the surge of support for this channel, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy because that was like my goal for this year in general. And I had to change that a little bit. But having this goal as just 2 videos a week, it's a lot more controllable for me, and none of these goals are like set in stone. I'm not gonna be like mad at myself if I don't do it, because we all need a break sometimes, as I discovered last week. So yeah. My next goal is to read more. I know that this is kind of a cliche goal for a lot of people, but I have really fallen off the wagon of reading. I was honestly never really a big reader, but I have a lot of books on my shelf that I should really read, and one that I am rereading. So yeah, I have 4 books that I'm reading right now. I kind of alternate between books, and then I have another 4 books that I have on my wish list. So I am hoping to work my way through all of those over the course of the year. The next one I have is going to be a little tricky because it does bring back a lot of memories, and that is to start drawing again. Now, for those of you who are new here, I did go to art school twice, actually. I went to a local art university here in Toronto, and then another private art college. I don't even know how to describe it, but my last school experience kind of got me out of drawing. It was a very negative experience, and I really want to start getting into it again, even though I know it's going to be strange because I had this aspiration while I was at school to become a comic artist, and that was my motivation for drawing, and there was a lot of ambition behind that, and just doing it for fun isn't something I've done in a long time. So yeah, and try and do that. We'll see how that goes. One thing that I've kind of discovered recently is that I really enjoy singing and dancing for fun. And this is kind of like, I get a little self-conscious when I'm singing in my room and I know my family can hear me, but this is something I want to do more. It's a real stress reliever for me. I find it quite meditative, and yeah, that's something I want to do more of, and just feels very freeing, and yeah, it feels good. So yeah. The next one is also kind of a cliche, and that is to journal. And this is something that I hear like all the time from YouTube videos, and just like, it's a really good practice and I highly recommend it. It's nice to just get the thoughts out of my head, especially when my mind is just full of ideas and can't focus on anything. I just sit down with a little journal, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be like a sentence, or it could be like 2 whole pages. Doesn't matter. It's just doing that, trying to do that once a day, or like most days a week, is really helping. I've been doing that for the last week, and yeah, it's really helped to clear my head, so I'm hoping to carry that on in the new year. The next one is skincare, and I keep saying that these are kind of cliche intentions and resolutions, but this one's a little different because, as you guys can probably see, I have some discoloration. Is it discoloration? I have a redness on my face, and this is from a skin condition called rosacea, and I have a mild case of it. It doesn't actually hurt, it's just the appearance. And I have found that coconut oil is very helpful, and also pink clay masks are very helpful. So in the new year, I really want to stick to a routine of coconut oil and pink clay masks, and just trying to manage this. I'm not expecting it to actually go away. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but I am personally not that bothered by it anymore. And yeah, it's just, it is what it is. It's what my skin does. I don't know how to, I don't know how to manage this. So that's the closest thing I've found to a remedy. If you guys have any recommendations, leave them down in the comments. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna stop experimenting with random skincare stuff that I find online, because it doesn't really seem to be a lot of remedies for this. So yeah. This one has been recommended to me a lot, and that is to practice yoga. Now, I had been doing yoga for like a while, but it wasn't like in a practice. It was, I'd do like stretches like for 5 minutes or something every night. And I didn't really consider it practicing yoga because it was really short and didn't really have any structure. And then in December, my dad recommended like YouTube videos that are 20 to 30 minutes of yoga instructions, and it was pretty intense. But after I kind of built up to longer ones, at one point I had to like stop after 10 minutes because I was like, this hurts. So I am hoping to dive more into that and really work on my joint pain, because I'm 25 and I am having serious pain in my knees. So yeah, I feel like that needs to be managed. The last two are ones that are not as I don't know what the word is. Tangible? They're not as tangible, that's the word. They're more mindset things and practices to implement in the new year and things to really work on. The first one is to practice personal time and recentering. This is something that really came in handy to me over the holidays and the new year, as I got really overwhelmed just being around family, and just my close family, but the ones who live in my house, don't come at me in the comments. but just feeling overwhelmed and being able to take a step away is really important, and something that I hadn't really been allowing myself to do for a long time because I'd feel guilty. And that's something I'm trying to break out of, and just being able to let my emotions out and recenter myself is something really important and something that I'm really appreciating. The last one I have has been so crucial in the last year and building better relationships, and that is to not be ashamed of my boundaries. This is a big one for me. I am a total peacekeeper and grew up as a people pleaser, basically. And having boundaries always felt like it was selfish and something that shouldn't be worked on, it shouldn't be vocalized. And it was only in the last year that I realized that they're really important, and having them makes for better relationships. And knowing your own boundaries is so important to know yourself and foster better relationships. I think I already said that, but yeah, it's something that I really cherish now and I'm still working on, but I'm really happy with the progress I've made so far. I think that's everything I have for this video. This was a rather short one, but I really wanted to put this out there and talk about going into the new year. And I know I took like a week off from uploading. There was a lot of personal stuff that I needed to process and work through. So thank you for your patience and your continued support, and all of the lovely subscribers that have joined this little channel of mine. I love you. Yeah, I am definitely excited to bring you all more content and just have fun. I'm excited for this little channel to keep growing. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Come on, let's keep going. Yeah, that's everything I have. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well while you're at it, and ring the bell, and leave a comment down below if you have any New Year's goals or intentions. Let's inspire each other in the comments, and I will see you all on Friday with another video. You're gonna be watching Raiders of the Lost Ark with me. Okay, bye. Mwah.